my first communications. You can call me Maji Jura. And today is the day of my debut as a VTuber. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. And nervous would be an understatement. I'm about to explode. But today we have a lot to do, a lot to cover. And we will. As you see, I'm already showing off my glowing eyes, but I can't remove them. Usually I'm like that, actually. So, moving on. I shall present myself with a few panels. Let me just pull them up. There you go. Isn't that amazing? Okay. You know, I'm an artist, and it's pretty simple this way to use the CSV as a software to show off my cause. So that's what I'm using now. And first, present myself. My name, Maji Jura. Maji. Yes. It's not Jura, it's Jura. There's nothing else to say about my name. It's pretty simple. Species, well, I don't want to get into the details, but essentially an alien, I guess, from a distant planet. There's a lot of to unpack there, but we'll leave that for another time. My height, 181 centimeter. I mean, I would not be surprised if people may assume that I'm shorter, but no, this is, yep, 181. Occupation, Oracle. And let's elaborate, I suppose, on that. I come from a distant planet where a lot of bad things are happening. The lore is for another time, but let's just say that maybe a beginning of the apocalypse is happening or something like that. And there used to be many Oracle on here, but I don't know what happened to the rest of them. I didn't really know them, to be honest. Well, mostly. So yeah, but I'm an Oracle. You may be able to see in my eyes, I have polychoria. I have 2 pupils. It lets me see more, apparently. Well, you know, I can guide people. There's one of my friends that I guide a lot. She's onto great things. But yeah, okay. Moving on to the next thing then. Oh, this is, I made this card, by the way. I want to make something, kind of interesting and cute and cool. I like to make cool stuff. I think I'll I'll be doubling down on that a lot in a bit. So here, okay. My likes and dislikes. So making art is probably my main thing. I'm a character illustrator, but I've dabbled before in animation, and I want to do that again. Both 2D and 3D. I do 3D art as well. My characters is a lot of my work. I do props, environments, a lot of stuff. I love illustration, of course, kind of my main thing. And obviously, design is my passion. I had to say it. Well, as you can see, like I make UI stuff as well, but I mean, I think this one came out very well, so I'm happy about that. Same for me, Second thing, about more food related stuff, apple pie, always good. But you see, food for me, I don't necessarily have like a favorite as much as I have cravings. And these two are part of it, but they come up pretty often. Cheesecake, the skull. When you're lactose intolerant, if you know, you know. Well, I mean, everyone has like a lactose intolerant friend, so like everyone kind of understands how it be out here. Sometimes you just gotta think it. You just gotta be like, all right, let's go. So there's that. I love VTubers. I love VTubers. It's kind of where I'm at these days. Well, for a long time, I guess. Depending on how you look at it, from maybe either 2020 or 2017, which that was way longer ago. Yeah, I've been in the virtual space for a long time. Well, even before that, but when it comes more to avatars and whatnot. Heck, I even streamed back then, like a long time ago. Voice acting question mark? Well, I don't really voice act. And it's not that I'm specifically into it. But I do enjoy it, and like you'll probably hear me sometimes just go into a voice and just like what's going on. I just kind of, I'm goofy. I'm a little goofy. I may sound serious. It's mainly because I'm nervous. Well, I mean, I guess I sound like that all the time, but like, I start to, do darker voice like this. Have a smile of an evil beast. Like this one. Oh, what happened there? Got a little evil for a little bit, I guess. I love this toggle. It's such a good toggle. Yeah, that's... Hopefully my mic is not peaking though. That's one of my better ideas that I had. Just look, I enjoy it. Okay. Next thing, anime and gaming. You know, I just had to put it there. We'll actually go more into that in the next panel. No, not the next panel. The thing after the next thing. Anyway, but yeah, it's definitely in there. Definitely very, very in there. Dislikes. You know, want to keep it, you know, easier on the ears, I guess. Just weird, but you know, light-hearted stuff. I dislike coconut-derived products. So, well, I mean, last time I had just straight-up coconut was a very long time ago, but I think I liked it. And sometimes I'm like fine with it, but a lot of coconut derived products, the taste is, I struggle with it, which is rare with food because that's pretty much, I think that might be the only thing that I don't like. Like, what's the typical stuff? Avocados, I mean, I like them. Mushrooms, I like them. Veggies, I like them. I can't really think of anything else. Stuff that's too sweet, well, I like it still. So, yeah, that's. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's it on this one. Moving on. What is the next thing? What is the next thing? I don't even remember the order of things. Well, I think it made sense, but yeah. Okay. Anime, games, music. Okay. Anime. Well, okay. I just put a little bit for all of these because, well, I didn't want to spend forever on there, and you know, anyway, it's just a little bit of them. Like, I have more. And they're also like to show because, you know, I'm into multiple different style of things. Like, there's different style of games there, and different type of anime, and yeah, music is just goshuni because I'm into a lot of different style of music, but if it sounds like koshuni, I like it. It's just my energy, you know. When I discovered koshuni music, I was very happy because I was like, oh wow, that's it's not like a one-off thing where like it's just this one song that I'm really into, which is what usually happens when I into like a certain artist. It's like a few songs like that I'm into, but like pretty much everything I've heard from Koshini and her band, which I'm not even anyway. Yeah, it's all been really amazing. Let's go back up to anime. Jojo. I love part 2. Part 2 is the best. Though I'm not finished, not even close to finish with Jojo. I watched part 1 and part 2 like a really long time ago. Like 2015 maybe. But I watched part 3 actually like last month maybe, or not that long ago actually, like a few months ago maybe, and I'm on part 4. I'm like halfway, I think, maybe. Yeah, I'm enjoying the ride. Sangatsu no Lion. as the next one. That's probably my favorite anime of all time. Like, I think, well, okay, I'll just leave it at that. It's probably my favorite anime of all time. Konosuba is I definitely like have a type of humor, like a humor style, and that definitely hits it. I like joke that builds up over time. It's like a joke that evolves on the back of another joke. Like, and that's definitely kind of my humor style myself as well, that I do. So yeah, it was a it was a good fit at the time for me. I laughed a lot watching that. Shinsekai Yori. I watched it as it was coming out, and I was saying to everyone, "Hey, watch this. It's so good." No one did at the time, but after maybe 2-3 years, everyone was like, "Oh shit, it's a masterpiece. It's so good." And I was like, "Yeah, I've been telling y'all." Anyway. Last one on this list, the short list, Useki no Kuni, or Land of the Lustrous. Oh yeah, and Sangatsu no Lion is March comes in like a lion in English. Oh. Yeah, Oseki no Kuni, Land of the Lustrous. It's just really cool, dude. It's, you know, there's definitely some aesthetics that I'm very, very, very into. Oh, maybe, I wonder if you can like kind of feel that from you know, the I'm searching my word, just the stuff I, you know, right now. It's not a lot, I guess, but yeah. Games. Okay. Gris is amazing. It's very inspiring to me. Played it day one. Honestly, I kind of want to make something, maybe not in that style, but like that has that energy one day. Yeah. Metroid, my favorite series of video games. I feel like if you play Metroid, you get it, you know. If you don't, well, they're difficult to have access to, especially the Prime games, like outside of Dread. But well, Dread is cool. It's definitely way more difficult than everything else, though. So it kind of like changed the vibe of it a little bit. And as an introduction, though, I'd say it's difficult. I'd always think like Prime 3 is probably the easiest introduction, or like Fusion, but they're also very late in their timeline. Especially in the case of Prime 3, it's like, you know, it's a closed trilogy, so it's like, it's kind of weird to... It's not like there's a big story, though, so... It's not the biggest deal. I feel like Prime 3 is easy to get into, and it's good, and like... It's my favorite one, to be honest, but that's not why I say that's the best introduction. I think like, Prime 1 and Prime 2, it might be a little too... Like, if you're not used to that type of games, they might be a little too much. Like, if you play Metroidvanias, then, like, maybe maybe you can start a Prime one. But otherwise, yeah. If you manage to catch Trilogy, like on a Wii U or something, with the controllers, oh, that's the good stuff. Moving on though to, well, Zelda, it's pretty simple. I mean, I say it's pretty simple. I don't even know what to say. What do I say about it? Twilight Princess is probably my favorite one. Second favorite is probably Breath of the Wild. Twilight Princess is still probably my favorite one because I just love adventure, and it's the one that makes me feel the most like I go on like a giant adventure. Maybe I'll elaborate one day, but not now. But yeah, I'm into the lore as well. Destiny. I don't know if I'll ever stream games. But if I do, there's a decent chance it's going to be this. It's probably the game I play the most. It's not like it's my favorite, but like in games that I've played a lot, there's Destiny, Overwatch, Warframe, and Monster Hunter. I play a lot of Monster Hunter actually. I'm pretty good. Well, I used to be. I need to go a little training out, but I'm, Hammer Bro. I'm still doing well. Gunlance as well, second weapon. I do want to learn Hunting Horn again. Do bard stuff, healing stuff, and whatnot. After that, I have Transistor. I like Supergiant Games, and Transistor slaps. Yeah, they're probably. I haven't played Addis yet, which is kind of a shame, but they're probably my favorite like game dev team. I played Pyre as well. Pyre was very fun. I didn't like completely finish it, but like I had a lot of fun with it. I like a lot of the systems that they put in it, like a lot of the visual novel parts of it they have like really good things, like really cool improvements, like whenever there are names, you can hover the names in the text and it shows you like the details and stuff. So like, because I'm really bad with names, although I remember most VTubers names, which is kind of weird. It's kind of a random thing to say. Anyway, I'm pretty bad with names usually. So that was really useful. Also, there's like location. Like they do the same things for locations. So like, instead of being always lost on these things, I was like, oh, ooh. I see what's going on. Okay. So that was pretty cool. After that, there's Hyperlight Drifter. That is one of my favorite game of all time as well. It's from Hurt Machine. I think it had most things I like in a game. I really like art direct. Well, not just art direction. I do like that, but I mean like environment art direction and like environment storytelling. Especially like when it's like big, which is what they do. Like you see giant like mech robot in the background, and there's like lore about it and stuff. And like the combat is like the type of combat that I like, where you have to think about what you're doing, but it's still like kind of fast, and like enemies and stuff are not bullet spongy. It's just like you can die fast and they can as well, and you have to have like a plan and understand your enemies and stuff. And the exploration is super cool, and like the music is awesome as well. Yeah, I love Hyper Light Drifter. I need to play I think I'll eventually have to play Solar Ash, and I'm very excited. They announced Hyper Break Drifter or something. I don't remember actually. I don't remember the name, but they just announced that like maybe a month or two ago. I think it was during like E3 season. And yeah, I'm definitely good. Looking forward to that. Okay. I already talked about music, didn't I? So next thing is actually I'm supposed to show off my model. How am I going to do that? Okay. Like do this, and then I don't. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I think I can do this and this and this. As you can see, I think you can see my eyes better now. Maybe I'll zoom a little bit more. Yes. Stare into my eyes. Oh. See a lot of details on my face. What? Oh. I did the character design on my model. I also, well, from a base model, I worked a lot to make the model very cool. So, you know, all the stuff on there. I even managed to add cool physics, like you can see on the hearings. What? Okay, I'm like, there you go. So that was pretty cool. See the rest of my outfit. I like cool shape in character design. And this is the clothing style of my people on my faraway planet. That's right. You might see this style on someone else, and not another VTuber though. Maybe for now. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, the little light kind of move. Isn't that pretty cool? Yeah. Also don't, okay. Let's go big. So that's the rest of me. I have this cool like side cloth or something with a very beautiful design. It's a gorgeous design. I also have ankle bracelets, as you can see. Let's zoom in on the ankle bracelet a little bit. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Okay. We're back in position. Oh, actually, I think I rotated myself a little extra. Okay. Oh, I'm still. Okay. Very cool. Next are Thuggles. You see, on my role, there's something called the corruption. Again, I don't want to get into the lore too much, but usually it's not very pretty at all. For now, at least, it's not too bad on me. My orb that you can see on my zipper keeps it at bay, so I don't, I don't fall apart. So yeah, let me turn down the protection a little bit, and I'll transform. But sorry, I shouldn't be doing this. Okay, anyway. Woo! Oh my god. Oh, would you look at that? I'm supposed to be angry. I'm angry. Yeah. Some would call those endoballs, but I think this is endoballs too. If you know what I mean. Sorry. I had to mention. Okay, anyway. I had to say something out of pocket at some point in the stream, right? Like, I'm not say so, but I'm not say so either, as they say. So there's that toggle. Beautiful toggle. We like those toggles. Again, there's the Machiavellic face, as I did earlier. Now I truly am evil, and I shall not be stopped, not by anyone. I have too much power here. Yeah, I don't know why, it's easier to go into roleplay mode whenever I put that on. It's more fitting, because it's like, I'm not trying to take myself too seriously, and this is like, I'm definitely not serious. The darkness rises. It kind of balanced things out. The chuny and the and the goofiness, right? So that's a pretty good one. Obviously, there's the glow toggle, the eye toggle that goes. Maybe I should be more zoomed in when I'm doing those. Yeah. Maybe I'll show those again a little bit. I don't really need to show the do it again though. Also, sometimes I get a little shy, and then you start to blush a little bit. Or if I drink a little bit, which we might later. But usually I'm not. I'm not. I don't. Yeah. Me? Shy, blushing. No way. That's crazy. What was the struggle again? What was it again? Oh yes, it's me thinking. Strange. Yeah, so that's a pretty useful one, I think. You like that? I like that. I love my toggles. I kind of want to have more. Actually, I think I can, but not now. I'll make more eventually, though. Okay. Next one is the mask. When feeling a little mysterious, or maybe don't want to talk as much. That is the mask. The mask of the Oracle, perhaps. And then my last toggle, and my most important toggle. That's right. That's right. I should remove the mouse. I'm pretty dumb. My most important toggle. See, you've seen my massive pectorals, right? And with that, I can. That's right. I have a beautiful mustache. Look at me. Look at me. Look at this mustache, this fluffy, kawaii mustache, manly mustache. You see that? A fine gentleman like myself will sport a fine mustache like this one. Of course. My viewers, my dear viewers, as I rub this mustache, this beautiful fluffy mustache, I care about this world, and I shall support it. I feel very fancy with this mustache mine. I'm having fun. I'm having fun, and that's what matters, right? Like, it's a fun stream if like I'm having a good time. I think that's usually the idea. Well, I guess I'll have to check the audio later. Hopefully there's no problem. You may have noticed that I have you know what, never mind. Do I keep that on? Do I keep the horns on and stuff? You know, I'll remove them for now. Just take a little peek. Little physics in my hair as well. I did a lot of stuff. It was pretty complicated, but I managed, and it was a lot of fun still. Okay, well now we've shown off the model, the beautiful model. Put a lot of work put into. I'll probably do more as well as time goes on. Maybe eventually make a, you know, like a new one, or maybe not, I don't know. Let's go back to my cards. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, okay. Okay. Look at that transition, smooth. So let's talk about goals. I want to provide a goofy and comfortable. Did I write this wrong? I think I did. Anyway, I want to provide a goofy and comfortable, yeah, I'm pretty sure, comfortable place. I I've had times, many times, where I needed a goofy and comfortable place, and throughout the years there's been many different places, but for a while now it's been VTubers sometimes. You know, the castle, for example. If you know, you know. Yeah, and I think I want to make my own goofy and comfortable place that is more, it's closer to, you know, what I want, and maybe provide that for others. I think that's, I don't know, it makes me like feel sparkly, I guess, for lack of a better term. Sorry. Drinking water. I want to make friends. Damn, it would be really cool to play some games with some friends. Like, I have some friends. I would play games sometimes, but we don't necessarily like, you know, obviously there's few of us and we don't necessarily like the same type of games. But just making more friends, being able to hang out a bit more often, or, you know, play in bigger groups for certain games that can be played in bigger groups. That type of stuff is a lot of fun. And even if it's, you know, more on the outskirts, just being able to do art in like a art collab, like that type of stuff would be like super fun. And I definitely want to make art collabs. I've been meaning to do art collab for so long, and I never had the chance. But like I think, yeah, I definitely want to do that. I feel like that's where my, like, working with someone else with art is like where my art shines the most, I think. Well, it depends on what, but for character illustration I definitely wanted to try that. Did I talk about, okay. Okay. A big part of why I started VTubing is to be part of the community more directly, because, like, you know, I've been kind of at the outskirts, and even though I've been here for so long, and I was like, I want, you know, I want to be like known as a VTuber. Like, yeah, I'm part of the gang, you know. Like, it doesn't really matter past that. It's just, you know, it's like, yeah, I'm a VTuber. It's not just like, oh, I know what VTubing is. No, I'm just gonna, you know, I want to make cool stuff, which goes into a lot of the next stuff. A creative outlet for cool stuff. I have so many cool ideas. A little spoilies. I think I want to make some kind of character creation stream where not only there will be choices for people to make, potentially, but also maybe I'll pre-make assets that will be able to assemble into like a character design. And I think that would be like a lot of fun. I plan to make it like a bit like a game show as well. Like, there's going to be like a certain vibe to it. Anyway, it's just like one thing. I'm mentioning this one because the moment I can, I think I'll do that. So that's why I'm mentioning that one. I'd be very hyped for that. Um, yeah, which I guess it kind of relates to the next one. Form a community and make community projects. Um, I don't know if it's self-explanatory or not. It's just like, for example, if a community project, what I just mentioned would be one, right? Art collabs maybe could be ones as well. There are many things. Um, but yeah, being able to do that is that would be awesome. That would be a lot of fun, and like that's a kind of stream that I want to do. I definitely want to have like usual streams and then streams that are like event streams. Things that's like, hey, you know, whole community, like it's definitely like a day to tune in, because like, you know, maybe it's like an hour long stream, maybe just 2 hours, and it's just like a show on that day. And ideally I'd be like, oh, like a show stream like once a week, but that's that's pretty ambitious. I have no idea if I can pull that off. Plus obviously it's just gonna, you know, take a bit for that. But I definitely like the rest of the time it'd be like, you know, goofy, comfy, you know, streams with, you know, we do art and maybe work on some of the stuff for the show stream, or maybe some gaming time if that's possible. But yeah, I ideally would want like a 1 a week stream where it's like a show. That would be super cool. I kind of want to be known as like someone that makes cool stuff for other VTubers. That's why I want to make assets for other VTubers here. Yeah, I was thinking, especially 3D wise, I can, you know, illustrate fan art, but I just like doing that, so that's kind of different. But like, I kind of want to do tech stuff in a way, but not like programming wise, but like, you know, I can rig, of course. So I've been thinking of making like models that are like simple but like fun, that you can use in like, you know, maybe in VL chat or just for fun, you know. They're just kind of goofy models that, you know, I just do for other VTubers I really like, you know, which is a bunch of people. I don't know who I would start with, though. I guess I might go randomly. But yeah, that would be a lot of fun, and that might be one of the first thing I do, actually. I have been needing to do a Sana fan art, so that might come first, but otherwise that might be first or second. I might work on a fan art on my own time or on stream. I think it'd be cute because I want to as well on stream while I work on art to like explain and, you know, have slight, maybe like, I don't want to make tutorial streams, but, you know, maybe tutorial segments. I think that'd be super useful. I kind of want to make something like that as well for Blender, because my model has only worked in Blender. I didn't actually work on it in Unity, so I could tutorial on that as well, although I still have stuff to learn. But I figured out a lot of stuff that I haven't seen tutorial about. That was a pain. But yeah, so I could do that. I feel like I'm spitballing now. What am I talking about? Um, let me take a sip of water. Hopefully my glooping isn't too loud. I haven't. Okay. I'll definitely need to check audio after this. Yeah, and the last one, I want to make really fun and cool stuff. Animation, for example, is something that I want to get more into. Like, as I think 2D animation, I might mix with 3D and 2D. Since, well, I can. But I definitely want to, like, make, like, short stories with, like, semi-animation type of stuff going on. So yeah, like short stories, and you know, maybe have them like on YouTube. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay, I think we can move on from this panel. I kind of like this card thing, honestly. I kind of did well, I think. Maybe it's recency bias. You know, I'll look at it again eventually, and I'll be like, oh shit, I hate it. Or maybe I'll be like, oh, you know what? Oh, that's decent. I don't know. And last panel. Hey, what did I do? Oh, okay, it's gonna be. Oh, actually, okay, I managed. I just realized that That's so funny. I have the same toggle for rotating. That's hilarious, actually. Honestly, I might not even fix that. That's so. Okay. Other things. So, credits mainly. So, thanks to Dovas.gp for the music, for the track you're hearing right now. I heard it and I was like, wow, this is perfect. This is my theme song now. Like it doesn't get too aggro after like a while, and it just fits the vibes. It's really good. There are other soundtracks as well, and other buttons that comes from them. For example, this. What did I do? Did that not work? Oh, maybe I have to. Nope. Did I break my...